Hello, loves. I guess this is life. Happy Monday, everyone. And if you're watching, thanks for tuning in. It's something that I was planning on or that came to me over and over and over again, like how to share some tools, how to share some practices, how to communicate in a way that is easy and effortless and that doesn't cut me off after like 3 minutes like Instagram does. And I was like, okay, let's come here on Facebook, on YouTube and go live. So welcome. Yeah, and let me be really, really transparent and honest before I dive into anything. The title of this life is self-trust, and it's self-trust and it's alive because I'm also, like on this constant journey of trusting what wants to flow through me. And I don't know if you're familiar with my work or with what I do. I'm a net, I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, I'm an intuitive and a channel. And what I basically do in my sessions is I tune in and I set sacred space and I get out of the way, so to speak, and tune into whoever I'm working with. May it be someone who's there for inner transformation, or may it be even, a workshop and many people I'm working with. What's so special and challenging about the work is that I never know what's going to happen. So I'm basically getting out of the way and I'm tuning into whoever I'm with, whether it be one or many people. So I tell this because it's an experiment to do this on YouTube, as I don't know who's gonna watch. But for me, it's also about trusting myself and my inner wisdom that brought me here as an intuitive and said, okay, even if it's an exploration into deeper layers of mm, self trust. And I see that self trust is a big one, not only for me, still, even though I do this work for so long, but for many of my clients. And this morning, I realized I wanted to talk a little bit more about it because I was doing my Qigong practice. And the teacher that I'm learning from, she's amazing. She's excellent. But she switched from a moving Qigong practice to a very, very still meditation. And all my body wanted was to keep moving and was to keep doing other things than the teacher wanted me to do. And that's the moment, right? So who am I trusting in this moment? Because I choose to learn from this teacher. She's amazing. And in that moment, I knew that's not what I need. So what ended up happening was I was actually trusting my body and allowed my body to move while she was guiding me and others through this meditation. And I'm moving like this, you can see it, because I was allowing that flow to flow me and to move my body. And if you have been doing energetic work, if you have been meditating, if you have been in doing any sort of practice where you tune into your energetic field, where you consciously connect with your soul and with your alignment with your channel. And if none of this makes any sense to you, maybe you want to check out, I have a soul embodiment meditation here, which will give you an idea of what I mean with tuning into your inner wisdom, tuning into your inner channel. And once you've done that, you will actually know if something is for you or not. And this self-trust becomes way more easy, right? So I choose to learn from others. And there was a time when I was like, you know, take their word as my gospel. So I would have practiced this Qigong meditation, even though if everything inside of me said, no, this is not what you need. This is not what you need right now. And then there was a time when I would have not, been with any outside teachers because I would let their teaching, their voice override my own inner knowing. And it was like, felt intrusive. It felt like I was losing a part of my inner connection by learning from someone who has a very strong sense of their own connection. And I share this because I know many of my clients are also very empathic and very sensitive. And this is a common theme, like how much to learn from an outside source and how much to leave, or to let in, what to let into your field, how much to give your power. And it's not giving your power away if you choose to learn from someone. So you see, if I chose, and I'm choosing to learn from this teacher because she's an expert at qigong, and it's really beautiful what she does. But in the end, my highest commitment is to myself and to my alignment with my own inner self, with my soul. And this is what I do with all of my clients and everyone who I'm working with, is help them hear their own inner wisdom beyond what I'm saying. And to disregard it and always trust this inner knowing. And this is more than a mental, oh, I don't like this, I might not want to do this, but it is an embodied inner knowing. All of your cells, your entire being is like, okay, this is not what I need right now, but this is what I need. And I'm going to trust that. And, and at the same time, when I was doing my own thing while still listening to what this Qigong teacher said this morning, I had an amazing practice went really deep in my body. It felt really, really good. I was really flowing and working with the energy, and I was doing movements that I hadn't, had no idea I could do before, or my body even needed. And I would not have been able to do these movements if I had not been able to learn from her before. And following her expert guidance before I realized, helped my body to really attune to these Qigong energies and frequencies, and attune to a different sense of inner knowing. And this inner knowing that I'm talking about, like the claircognizant aspect, this psychic ability that many of us have to intuitively know things for someone else, or know things for our own life, which is also a part of self-trust, to trust your own inner knowing. And that's something that never comes from the head. It comes from the body. This is why practices like yoga and qigong and dance and sound and singing, all these intuitive practices, are really, really good for you to feel in your body, how a true yes feels for you and how a no feels for you. And then when you come to that deep, deep, deep inner alignment and connection, you will trust yourself. And this is this is the reason why I'm here doing a live right now and showing up live, because I know in my body, I know how it feels when my head is trying to, have something happen, which is very much connected still to my um, small mind ego, a way of being perceived in a certain way. This is also probably why I was guided to start doing YouTube lives, because, there is no planning, there is no filter, there is just me setting an intention before I come here. And my intention was to share something that benefits you, and to get out of the way, and to allow um, the divine to speak through me, so to speak. This is what we all can do, though. Like I've trained as a channel, and I've trained my mind to step aside and to allow this deeper, deeper, deeper energy to flow through me, and to open up my voice, and to use my expression to convey something that might ideally help others, inspire others, uplift others, and move something within your field. And I'm also being trained currently to learn with how to work more closely with sound and frequencies and color and light, and work in your energetic field. So if you listen to me and you actually right now manage to relax, and you tune into your belly, and you tune into your heart, and you tune into your auric field, you might get actually an embodied feeling of your own presence, your own power, your own connection, because this is something that we can actually attune to. It's a frequency that I'm currently transmitting. That if you are sensitive, you can tune into. And you can take this frequency of trusting yourself into your own being. And this is, I'm just being shown right now or told right now by my own inner guidance that this is actually why I was guided to come on here today, to help you tune into beyond the mental concept. All that I just talked about was the mental fluff, so to speak. It was to give your mind something to align and to come into this present moment and to root and to anchor. But the real juicy stuff is what's happening right now. And if you ask yourself what is happening right now, that too is totally okay. You might just allow yourself to breathe a little more deeply and give your being a break and allow your muscles to relax. And notice, maybe you want to close your eyes and just notice if you can sense these energies. And these energies, if you can sense them, they'll probably feel very open yet grounded. Might even feel like a blanket around you. A blanket of not foreign energy, but energy that is you. You can just close your eyes and all you need to do is like breathe into your belly. Maybe feel your sit bones. And you can imagine tuning into this channel that is you, because you are a channel too. And you can just, when I say this, you can feel into your spine and you can imagine that from your heart there drops a cord all the way down through your coccyx, through your sit bones, all the way through the soil of the earth, the bedrock, the minerals, the crystals, all the way into the core of the earth. You can visualize, if it helps, a really beautiful beading crystal. There's a little bit like sunlight shining at the core of the earth, and you can tune in there. And you can plug in there with your intention. All you need to do is allow yourself to visualize that. Our imagination is very powerful and works with our energetic body. Once you plug into that cord, feel how this gives you a sense of real stability, deep groundedness. Like you can just relax your shoulders, you can just let go, but you're very straight in an effortless way, very, here, present. And then you can keep your eyes closed or close your eyes and imagine that from your heart now there goes a cord upwards through your throat, your third eye, your crown, and you open the top of your head. You can imagine that there is a beam coming out of the top of your head and it's beaming, beaming, beaming up, 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 and you connect with the great central sun. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place where you have direct access to your higher selves and to your soul via your heart. You can allow this light to beam back into your heart, and you can feel the earth energy beam back into your heart, so that you are sitting in this channel that goes through you, through your physical body, and goes all around you in your auric field and connects you from above and below. And the center is your heart. And you can open your heart and open that heart space, open that energy, that electromagnetic field that is your heart, which is measurable. And I think 50 times as big as the electromagnetic field around your brain. So you can just trust that wisdom that is there. Your heart actually has neuronal cells, like cells that have a deep intelligence, and it actually sends more information to your brain than your brain to your heart. So you can just allow this intelligence that you are to steer your day and to show you how you can trust yourself more. And then you will know when to learn from others, when to, or even if you're working with a coach or a mentor like I am, or teacher, or even if you're just practicing Qigong, or if you're reading something, or if you're watching a movie, or if you're engaging in conversation, you will know what's for you, what to take in, what will help you really open up and come more into your own power, into your own energy, into your own inner knowing, into your own expression. And you will know what to say, no, thank you. That's not for me. That doesn't feel best for me right now. And the game here is the game and the goal is to come to a place where you are so rooted in your self-trust that you can just engage with life from that place. You know that you know what's for you know what's not for you, and you do not reject, or you do not, you know, avoid certain people, certain situations, but you will know that you will only take in what's for you. And you can trust your inner knowing first and foremost, even when you're working with others. And you can set your own intentions, and with that, you receive what's in the highest good for you. And I now trust that this was something that served you. I had no idea that this was coming through. And I also titled it Evolving Out Loud. I just want to say this because one of my former coaches a while back was Kyle Cease, and Kyle Cease was a comedian, and he then turned into a coach and motivational speaker, and he had this series on YouTube which was called Evolving Out Loud, where he would just come on and talk. And somehow, yeah, what I'm doing here reminds me of that, and I have no better title for it yet. So I shout out to my former coach, Kyle Cease. Check him out if you like. And I hope this exploration into self-trust serves you. I trust that it serves you, and I wish you a beautiful day and a beautiful week. And leave me a comment if you have any questions. Much love.